Do we have another problem or success? Amanda?
I like playing on the monkey bars.
Was everybody playing nicely on the monkey bars today? No problems with that? Great, okay. With first grade, a lot of it would end up being recess, playground problems and successes, but that's what the children really focus in on. That's where they have the most social interaction.
Somebody at recess, they thought I didn't have green on, and they pinched me.
Today being St. Patrick's Day, I wonder how many people
I got pinched a lot.
Tasha, what did you do when you got pinched?
I just said, stop it, and then they stopped.
And they did. I started with teaching them a system of reporting and distinguishing between tattling and reporting.
I had a problem. When I was in line, the first time I was in line, and somebody in this class, he said that me and Myra were just cousins, and he said that we're just girlfriends and boyfriends.
At the beginning of the year, it seemed like all of the children were just running up. So-and-so did this at recess. Somebody else was doing something on the structure, and it really isn't a problem for them. They just enjoy telling what somebody else is having problems with. So we worked on that for quite a while, determining how do you identify the problem and accept it as your own. And then we looked to the other students and to the adults in the classroom to help look for solutions. Ricky, a problem or a success? Problem. What's your problem?
When me and Jenny were playing marbles, somebody in room 17, when every time Junior shoots a marble, they hit it.
What do they hit it with?
No, every time Junior shoots it, they hit it with their shoe. No, because they hit it like this. They go like this. When Ricky sometimes throws, they go like this and they block it, and then the other one, they block it still.
So what do you guys do when they do that?
We said stop, and then they still didn't stop.
Any ideas from other people what to do about that marble problem? What do you think, Eric?
Tell the teacher to go look.
To go tell the teacher. I don't know. What do you think?
We always said stop it. They didn't stop it and then we moved somewhere else in this little hole, and then we went, and then they still follow us.
Any ideas what they could do? What do you think, Ronnie?
If they still follow you, maybe you could say, do you guys want to play? And if they say yes, you can say, please don't take my marbles because we're letting you play with us.
Did you ever try that?
No, because they didn't want to play. They didn't have no marbles.
They didn't want to play, they just wanted to tease you guys?
If you guys have marbles to share with them, you can say, I'll share with you, but don't take my marbles, please.
No, they keep bothering us. We said everything we can nicely, and then they keep bothering us.
Maybe we should try mine, because that worked. I did that before, that worked.
That worked for you, Ronnie?
So I brought 2 marbles, and another person wanted to play, only one person. They teased me until I said, do you want to play? And they said, yes. And then I said, please don't take my marbles. And then they just played, and they didn't even take my marbles one time.
And they played nicely? Great. Do you think you might try that, Junior?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that Ricky has plenty of marbles that you could probably share with somebody else.
I share with some people in here who wants to play marbles, but I know they won't keep them.
Right. What's the rule that we need to remind kids about when you share the marbles? What would be the rule?
Don't take the marbles.
No keeps.
Yeah. No keepsies.
No keepsies.
When you go through this procedure of how to handle their own problems, they learn that they can take care of it themselves, that they don't have to always get an adult involved in solving their problems for them.